Hello everyone, welcome to CommerceNet Scholars. I hope you all are perfectly fit and fine and you are being regular with the studies. Today's video will be discussing about the economic system. What are the different types of economic systems that are regulating the different countries around the world? What are their broad categorizations, and we'll also understand what actually economic system means. So let's understand first the meaning of economic system. Talking about economic system, it simply means it determines who has control over the factors of production. What are the different factors of production? We have land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Now, who is going to decide that what kind of control and who is going to actually control these factors of production? That has to be decided. Now, either these factors of production will be controlled aiming towards being profit oriented, or they will be controlled aiming towards being social welfare oriented. These two are the broad categorizations on which the system will be based. So, in case they are profit oriented, they will focus on achieving more profit. In case they are oriented towards social welfare and social benefit, they will adopt strategies and policies that will work towards the betterment of the citizen. Talking about the meaning of economic system, it is a particular set of institutional arrangements and a coordinating mechanism to respond to the economizing problem. Basically, we are working towards economizing the problems that are there within the country. We are going to understand that how our resources has to be used and what will be our ultimate aim towards using and utilizing those resources in the best possible manner. It is a society which decides what goods to produce, how to produce them, and for whom the goods will be produced. An economic system is a set of economic institutions that provides the economic structure of a given economy. Economic structure simply means the you can say the categorizations based on which the economy is going to run. Now, talking about the economic system, we have three broad categories, that is the capitalist economy, socialist economy and mixed economy. Talking about the capitalist economy, it is entirely profit oriented. Socialist economy is entirely and basically oriented towards social welfare and benefit of the citizens, while mixed economy has the features of both, that is the capitalist economy and the socialist economy. Let's have some examples of this so that you can understand it better. If we talk about USA, that is the United States of America, the functioning of it can be understood as the capitalist economy. Talking about the socialist economy, where the entire control lies with the government, is the North Korea. And mixed economy can be understood as our economy, that is the Indian economy, that has the features of both, that is capitalist as well as socialist, basically having public sector enterprises also and private sector enterprises also. Now, we need to understand the basic differences between the capitalist and socialist economy so that it becomes clear for us to know that what is the basic criteria on which these two categorizations are made. And this difference is really very important for your examinations to understand, because every time there have been questions from this. Talking about capitalism is an economic system where means of production are owned by private individuals or private entities. What did I tell you right now? If we talk about our country, India, we have both form of enterprises or organizations, that is the public sector also and private sector also. Public sector, when we are talking about public sector, we are talking about the socialist form of economy, and when we are talking about the private sector, we are talking when we are talking about the private sector, we are talking about the capitalist form of economy. So capitalism is when the factors of production are owned by the private enterprises, while the socialist system is when the factors of production are owned by the public enterprises, that is the government. Basically, second point says means of production are owned by private individuals and entities, wherein in socialist means of production are owned by government or public. Next, prices are set by supply and demand, but obvious when we are talking about the private individuals, they do not follow any prescribed form or any prescribed guidelines as per which the prices have to be set. Since there are all private players and there is intense competition among them, so whatever forces are prevalent in the market, what are the basic two basic forces that are prevalent in the market to determine price? That is the demand and supply. As per the demand and supply of the commodity, the prices are determined in capitalist market. But when we are talking about the socialist market, the prices are set by the government. Income is set by free market forces, where in socialist economy, income is equally distributed among all. Capitalist economy encourages innovation and efficiency. A number of times we have seen that the private enterprises, if we talk about our own country, we see that the private enterprises come up with more innovation, more efficiency and more ideas. But usually when you visit a government organization, people are least bothered about your concern. Whereas when you visit a private organization or private enterprise, people are ready to serve you at their best because they want to have more of customers. But talking about the government organizations, they do not focus on such aspects. So less incentive for innovation and efficiency in socialist economy. The example of capitalist economy can be United States, Japan, Germany and Hong Kong. While for socialist economy, we can have the example of North Korea, Mexico, Sudan and Venezuela. Now coming to the mixed economy, it will have the features of both. That is, the factors of production will be owned by the public enterprises also and the private sector enterprises also. This is what we see in our economy, that we have public sector organizations also and we have private sector organizations also. Certain commodities, the prices are set by the government, and certain commodities, the prices are set as per the market forces of demand and supply. We have the concept of price ceiling, price flooring, minimum supply price. All that is something that is controlled by the government to regulate the prices, right? Whatever income generation we have, that is you cannot say that it is equally distributed among the public, because this is what our economy is getting towards, that rich are becoming more rich and the poor are becoming more poor. So this wide gap is very well observed when we are talking about our economy. But talking about innovation in efficiency, obviously the private sector organizations will show you a better aspect of innovation and efficiency, whereas talking about the government organizations, there's quite lack of innovation and efficiency. So I just hope all these three forms of economic system are clear to you all. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.